Cody Rhodes, make one thing perfectly clear. The Rock is going to do everything in his power to make sure that you walk out of WrestleMania what you are, which is a loser. Everything in his power to make sure that happens. Cody, your story is just ending. Our story is just beginning. The Bloodline, the most powerful, dominant duo in sports and entertainment, and of course in the WWE.
This storyline between The Rock, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins has been one of the most confusing fantasy-booked storylines that really any of us have experienced in our times as wrestling fans. I've never seen a storyline that had so many wrestling fans against each other, debating what should happen, who should win this match. Is The Rock a double agent? Is he on Roman's side? Is he on Cody's side? Is he going to screw Roman Reigns? Is he going to screw Cody? Is he going to screw over Seth? Will there be even more interference? Will John Cena come out? Will Stone Cold Steve Austin come out? There is just so many things that honestly all seem kind of possible, because at the end of the day, it's wrestling, it's the WWE. They can just create whatever they want because it's supposed to be goofy. It can be overbooked, it can be whatever they want it to be, and we are just going to sit there and watch it and enjoy it. And things are much, much better when they are unpredictable. And speaking of things that may be unpredictable, for the second year in a row, the WWE has put us all in a beautiful spot where the main event of WrestleMania Night 2 is unpredictable. Well, this time around, both nights are seemingly unpredictable, but I'm mostly going to focus on the Night 2 main event because all of the fantasy booking that people are doing mostly ends with the same scenario, and that scenario is Cody Rhodes dethroning Roman Reigns as the WWE champion. But lately, I've been thinking that the WWE is kind of telling us little hints, little things that may indicate that that may not be the way that WrestleMania Night 2 ends at all. And I'm starting to think that this storyline is just getting started and that Roman Reigns will walk out of WrestleMania 40 still the WWE champion. And here's why. From the very beginning, before the press conference, before the Royal Rumble, and before all of the confusion began, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson told us that he is a long gamer and that the storyline between him and Roman Reigns is something that he wanted to take his time with. And I think that that is exactly what we are seeing right now. Well, it definitely is. We already know that because obviously The Rock versus Roman Reigns is the end game. That is how this entire storyline comes to an end. As of this moment, there is no clear indication of when that will happen. Will it be sooner than later? Will it be at WrestleMania 41? Regardless of when this comes to an end, I think that this storyline will and should last at least up to WrestleMania next year. But the thing is, I think that this storyline is way more interesting when the outcome is Roman winning again. Now hear me out before you click off. Let me explain myself. The tension between The Rock and Roman Reigns began to be built up on SmackDown recently when Roman, who ever since that press conference has been pretty much taking the backseat to The Rock, seemingly let his frustration out on being in that backseat when he told The Rock to acknowledge him. And you can see in The Rock's eyes at that moment that he was hesitant to do it, and he definitely seemed like he was not genuine in his acknowledgement of Roman Reigns as his tribal chief. In fact, there are little details that many people have pointed out on Twitter and whatever, that starting with the way that The Rock throws up the ones with the L shape instead of just throwing up the ones. And at first we thought that, okay, maybe he just messed up. It was his first time doing it. I mean, it's not hard to throw a finger up, but you know, we're human, things happen. But then the next week, he did the exact same thing again. And this time around, Paul Heyman clearly caught The Rock doing it, as if he knows something, as if he does not trust The Rock, which is where the theory that The Rock is a double agent, or is at least on Cody Rhodes' side, this is where all of those ideas came from. But then another interesting thing happened on Monday Night Raw recently when Seth Rollins, during his promo with Cody Rhodes, did the L shape himself with his fingers in the exact same way that The Rock did, and he even stopped, looked at his fingers, and put it away. So maybe this was just them making fun of The Rock, Or maybe there's something even deeper. Maybe Seth Rollins is in on the plan himself. Maybe he is secretly planning something with The Rock. I think that is the least likely of all things, but I can see that being somewhat possible, like a Seth Rollins heel turn. Maybe he turns on Cody because Cody Rhodes didn't choose Seth as his WrestleMania opponent, and Seth took that personally as if he was just overlooked by Cody. So I can see them justifying that scenario, but that's the one that I want the least. And most of all, it doesn't make sense for Cody or Seth or whoever, anybody but The Rock, to be planning a swerve. It doesn't make sense for that because the only people in that tag team match on night 1 that has to fight 2 nights in a row are the other 3 people, everybody but The Rock. And everybody else in that match has a big time world championship match the very next day. So especially for Seth Rollins, who was just recently injured, it makes little to no sense for there to be any kind of planned swerve going on here. And plus, Seth's opponent, Drew McIntyre, he's not fighting 2 nights in a row. So all this match does is make Seth even more of an easy pickings for Drew McIntyre the next day to steal that world championship away from him. So the fan theory that Seth Rollins is secretly planning something with The Rock, I give that a 0% chance of being likely now after thinking about it, because it makes no sense. I say more likely the exact opposite of that is going to happen, where after WrestleMania, I don't know if Seth's going to walk out of Mania as a champion, but The Rock and Seth both alluded to the idea that The Rock will use his board member powers to somehow steal the World Heavyweight Championship away from Monday Night Raw or from Seth Rollins. And I would like to think that they didn't mention that for no reason, and that they were hinting that that may likely happen sometime soon. And the only way that that scenario would make sense is if The Rock is still doing the same character he is doing right now, which is Corporate Rock, and Corporate Rock only makes sense as a heel. And heel Rock only makes sense if he is still teamed up with Roman Reigns past WrestleMania. And the only way I see The Rock still teamed up with Roman Reigns after WrestleMania is if Roman Reigns is still the WWE champion. And we can start the storyline over the summer where the bloodline becomes mad with power and The Rock goes to Raw and eventually steals the World Heavyweight Championship from whoever is that champion at that time. And then maybe at SummerSlam or whatever event, Cody Rhodes can beat Roman Reigns for the world title, because the thing is, it doesn't have to happen at WrestleMania, but that's way farther down the line. We're just focusing on what's going to happen at WrestleMania right now. But ultimately, this pairing of Roman and The Rock, it just works so good on TV. It works too good for them just to end it at WrestleMania. This should last till at least up to SummerSlam. So at the end of the day, I think that we are getting that Bloodlines rule match. The Rock and Roman are going to win on night 1, and The Rock is going to keep his promise that he is going to do everything in his power to make sure that Cody Rhodes does not walk out of WrestleMania 40 as the WWE champion. Please let me know what you guys think of my ideas and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Please follow my social media accounts in the description. Do your boy a humongous favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below, because all of your engagement will help this video and my channel grow. Stay tuned for more content, some more WWE news, 2K gameplay, discussion videos like this. We do it all here. Thank you so much if you're still listening, and you guys stay smooth.